Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about updating variables in Python. So far you've learned what variables are and how they store values. Now let's see how we can change those values over time. Imagine you have a notebook and you write down a number, let's say 10. But later, you realize that number needs to change, so you erase it and write 5 instead. The number you wrote last is the one that matters. Variables work the same way. The last value assigned to a variable is its current value. Now let's see this in action. Let's say we have a variable x, and we assign it the number 1. So we write x equals 1. Now what if we want to increase the value of x by 1? We write x equals x plus 1. What does this mean? Well, Python takes the current value of x, which is 1, adds 1 to it, and then updates x to hold the new value. Now x is 2. This might seem obvious, but it's one of the most important concepts in programming. Variables aren't fixed. They can change dynamically as the program runs. Let's take another example. Imagine you have a car with a gas tank, and it currently holds 10 liters of gasoline. We can create a variable called gas tank and assign it 10. Then we print remaining gasoline. Now let's say you drive for a while and use up 5 liters of gasoline. We create another variable, gas used, and assign it 5. To update the amount of gas left in the tank, we write gas tank equals gas tank minus gas used. What happens here? Python takes the current value of gas tank, which is 10, subtracts 5, and updates gas tank to hold the new value. Now gas tank is 5. If we print gas tank, we get 5, which tells us there are 5 liters of gas left. This concept is super important because in real programs, you often have values that change over time, like bank balances, scores in a game, or even the weather temperature. Now here's something interesting. Did you know that a variable's type can change? That means a variable can start as a number and later become a word. For example, let's create a variable called myvar and set it to 1. Now if we print myvar, it shows 1. But let's update myvar to be hello instead of a number. Now if we print myvar again, it shows hello. Python allows us to switch a variable's type whenever we need to. That's pretty powerful. Let's try another example. Let's say we want to keep adding numbers together. We start with sum equals 0, x equals 1. Now we update sum by adding x, sum equals sum plus x equals x plus 1. Then we do it again, sum equals sum plus x equals x plus 1. And we keep repeating this until x reaches 10. At the end, we print sum, and Python gives us the total. Now here's something fun. A variable can also change its type multiple times. Let's take a variable a and set it to 3. If we print it, we see 3. Now we update a to be the word hello. If we print it again, it shows hello. Then, let's update it one more time to true. Now if we print a, it shows true. Python is flexible. It allows variables to hold different types of values as needed. Finally, let's talk about a shortcut for assigning multiple variables at once. Let's say we have a equals 1 and b equals 2. Now if we want to update both variables to 3, we don't have to do it in separate lines. Instead, we can write a equals b equals 3. Now both a and b hold the value, 3. If we print them, we see 3. This is useful when you want multiple variables to have the same value at the same time. And that's it for today's lesson on updating variables. Variables aren't fixed. They can change and evolve as your program runs, making them incredibly powerful. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next lesson.